are here at a water kiosk. Usually they got hoses where I can just pull right next to it and fill up, but this time I gotta kind of do it gallon by gallon. Hey, it's only 15 cents here, so that's not too bad. So I'll have to fill up a jug at a time and go and dump it into my tank. I have a 16-gallon tank, and I think we only had a couple gallons left. So we're gonna fill it up. Alright, I'm struggling to fill up the water jugs and film at the same time. Alright, then to fill my water tank, my bowl comes out. And I have a funnel stored underneath here. And we will take this plug out here. That's where my funnel goes. Like that. Alright, and that's it. Take the funnel back out, store it back underneath there. We got our tank all nice and full, but 14 gallons, and then I also filled several of my plastic 1-gallon jugs up with extra water to do laundry later on. I always tell myself I'm going to go to the laundromat and do laundry, and I never do. I never feel like sitting there, and, it's kind of expensive too, sitting there and letting everything dry. Also, I'll do that for my comforter and my sheets, the bigger stuff. But as far as the laundry, just regular everyday clothes, I've never gone to a laundromat, and this isn't that bad. I mean, I keep on top of it, so it's not a whole bunch to do all at once. And make sure I have, water allocated for it. If I find water at a spigot or something, I'll fill up jugs just for doing laundry, like non-potable water. And so it's just my simple little laundry setup. It doesn't require anything extra. The bucket, it collapses down into nothing. So that's how I do my laundry. Alright, it is laundry day, and I have a little table that I sit out here, and I have this collapsible bucket that I use, and this is what I wash most of the stuff in. And then I have a rinsing pan. It's not a bucket. I like this because it can collapse down and doesn't take up any space. So I've added about a half a gallon of water. I can heat it up on my stove if I want to. And then I add some soap, and I just have some fragrance-free, dye-free soap. Not the absolute best kind of soap. I'd rather use something else, but it's just what I got at the local store here. I don't like using any perfumes or anything like that. And I'll just add a little bit to my water, and then I'm going to start doing some laundry. So I typically just add about two pieces of laundry at a time, so I can work it in there good. And I will do this, squeezing it, and might need a little bit more soap. And I can do this for, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how dirty it is. And before I take each piece out, I'm going to wring it out the best I can. Keep that water in here before I transfer it over to here to rinse. All right, I have one in here to rinse. I'm going to add a little bit of water. And I will start squeezing this one. And a lot of times what I do with this rinse water that's not quite clean is I'll add it to this water. I'll rinse this again. All right, I got one done, and I got it wrung out, and I do hang it here on the back. This afternoon sun will get these dry before nightfall. So I typically use about 2.5 to 3 gallons of water per Walmart bag of laundry. That's how I gauge it. And we just filled up with water here in Tucson, so I had extra water and made sure I had enough so I can do a load of laundry. So my last step for doing laundry is disposing of the laundry water. And since I used about 3 gallons, there's not 3 gallons left. There's actually about a half gallon. And even though I used halfway decent soap, I'm still not going to dump it on the ground. So I'm going to try to use this water for something else. And since it's not clean water, I end up using it to wash the van. Actually, it does a pretty good job, and this fan doesn't fit in too many wash bays, so this is an easy way to get it clean and keep it clean, so you don't look like you're a bum and you don't get harassed as much by the police. And then pretty much none of the water goes on the ground. By the time I'm done with this, there'd be nothing left. And then I don't waste any water. And I didn't dump any gray water on the ground anywhere. Alright, I just got done doing my chores, my weekly chores. We got water, we got groceries today, and did some laundry. Just brought the laundry in. The sun's starting to go down, and it is all dry. We are here in Tucson, just on the outside of town, and we only drove like an hour. Every time we've moved, we've only driven like an hour, maybe 2 hours, but we've been taking it easy, and we're gonna have to start moving a little bit quicker. Tonight was just an overnight stop. This is a pretty busy area and stuff like that, but it's just right on the outside of town, so we're gonna zip back on Highway 10 early in the morning, and we're gonna head to Las Cruces, New Mexico, and we're gonna stay a couple days there and do some hiking and sightseeing before we move on, and then we're going to have to start picking up the pace a little bit and start to go a little bbit quicker than just driving an hour or so each day. But So there's not really too much to see at this spot. Like I said, just right on the outside of town. There's quite a few other people out here, and it's by a road, by a side road, and another road. But it's good enough for tonight, and we'll get up early and we'll leave out and head down the road. And as always, thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already.